Hi guys, I hope you're all really well. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing the baby name tag, or the baby name challenge as I've seen it called. I was tagged to do this challenge by the lovely Katie from Mummy Daddy Me. If you don't follow her already, I will pop her link to her channel below so you can go across and subscribe. Sorry if I'm going to keep looking down in this video, but I've got my trusty laptop here and it's got all the questions and some of the answers that I've jotted down for you. And at the end of this video, I'm going to be tagging a few lovely ladies to do this challenge as well. So let's get started. The first question is, what is your favourite boy's name and girl's name from the UK Names List 2015? So for boys, it's really simple for me. My top name is Harry from that list because it was second on the list, and obviously it was a really generic and popular name, and I expect that Harry is going to have like 10 Harrys in his class when he goes to school, but it was just the perfect name for our little boy. Our last name is Houchin. Well, my last name will be Houchin from next year, so Harry Houchin just rolls off the tongue and sounded really lovely. So Harry was his name since he was in my tummy, and yeah, that is definitely my favourite boy's name on that list. My favourite girl's name on the list is Harper, and that is actually what I would love to call a future daughter if ever I have one. I think it's such a pretty name, and again, it begins with a H, so it goes really well with Houchin. I just think Harper Houchin sounds lovely. So the second question is, what is your least favourite boys and girls names from the list? And I really don't like this question. I find it really I don't want to offend anybody, and obviously there's no real names that I hate in the world. There are just names that I like less than I like other names. Names I've written down here is, for a boy it would be Daniel, and it's not because I don't like that name, and I actually do really like the name Dan, but I just think I would never call my baby Daniel. Yeah, it's just one of those names that I just wouldn't really use anymore for a baby. Maybe it'll come back one day, but yeah, Daniel is not going to be on my baby names list. And for a girl, I picked Julia, and again, it's not because I don't like the name. Like, I think Julia is actually quite a pretty name. It's just I wouldn't ever give birth to a baby and be like, oh, baby Julia. I don't know, it just doesn't really work for me. Yeah, Julia's not my favourite. So the next question is, if you had twins, what would you name them? Girl, girl, boy, boy, and boy, girl. I actually found this question really hard, and I had to sit there for ages trying to think, because I've never really thought about having twins. And I guess you kind of have to have names that like match, because it just doesn't really work otherwise. So I've written down, for two girls, I'd call them Bella and Beatrix, and that's not Beatrice, it's Beatrix, and I really love the name Beatrix, and I love the name Bella, and I just think it would be really cute because for their nicknames they could be like Belle and Bee. I don't know, I just think that sounds quite cute. And then for boys, I've gone with quite traditional names because I do like a traditional name for boys, and I've gone for Jack and James. I just think they're both really, really classic names, and they're not too long. Yeah, I just think Jack and James would be cute as little boy twins. And then for boy girl, I've gone with Charlie and Lola, which people might laugh at because it is actually a children's program here in the UK, but I just really love the name Charlie and Lola together, and I just think a little brother and sister, or a little boy and girl twin combo called Charlie and Lola would just be the cutest thing ever. So the next question is, if you could change your name to anything, what would it be? So when I was little, and my friend Jess is gonna crack up at this, but when I was little, I really wanted to be called Jessica. It was like my dream name. I just thought Jessica was like the most pretty name ever, and I love like the nickname Jessie. And so I guess back in the day it would have been Jessica, but now I guess I'd probably go for something a little bit more out there, like Willow or something like that. Just think Willow would be quite cool. Don't think it suits me. I think I'm just a Lucy, but I think Willow would be quite cool. Or maybe like Luna. Luna. That's quite cool, isn't it? Maybe Luna. So the next question I found quite difficult as well, because it is, you have 4 children, any gender, and their first names all have to start with the same letter. So obviously I've already got a Harry, so they'd still have to begin with a H, and I like the fact that our last name begins with a H, so it definitely would be a H. So the names I've gone with are Harper, Holly, Hugo, and Hunter. I still don't really know if I would actually pick Hugo or Hunter, but if they all had to start with the same letter, then those would be the ones that I would choose. What's your favourite animal-inspired name? And I really, really like this question because my absolute favourite animal-inspired name is Ren, and Katie, who actually tagged me in this, her little boy is called Ren, and he is amazing. He's so, so cute, and I just love the name Ren. I think it suits a boy and a girl. It's really gender neutral, and I just think it's so beautiful while still sort of being classic. And then I also really love the name Raven. I think Raven for a girl is just adorable, and yeah, I really like animal inspired names actually. So question number 7, what is your favourite colour inspired name? It's definitely Olive or Ruby. I think Olive is a gorgeous name. It's almost like a more modern version of Olivia, and Ruby is really nice. I think like a ruby would have like a really fiery temper. I don't know, I guess like the colour just makes me think of like, you know, like crimson ruby. Yeah, it's just like a fiery colour, so I just imagine like a little girl called Ruby would be like really fiery and fierce. Question number 8, what are your top 3 favourite boys' names? So I decided not to include Harry in this because obviously I've said his name like 1,000 times. So my top 3 boys' names are James, Jude and Isaac. I just think that they're all really like solid names and really cute. I love the name Jude. I really don't think Scott would like it, but I just think it's cute, and it just reminds me of Jude Law, and he's quite hot, isn't he? And same with girls, what are your top 3 favourite girls' names? My top 3 favourite girls' names are Harper, like I already said, Freddie, I love Freddie for a girl. I've actually mentioned it in another baby names video that I will link below, but I love Freddie for a girl, and Emmy. I really love the name Emmy. I think it's just really cute. Number 10, what is your favourite celebrity baby name? So I've gone really out there on this one, and Jamie Oliver has the best names for his kids, and I really love the name River Rocket Oliver. I just think that is so cool. Like, imagine if you were a little boy and your middle name was Rocket. Like, that is just the coolest. So number 11 is, what is your ultimate guilty pleasure name? And mine isn't as out there as I guess some other names would be, but my guilty pleasure name is Sebastian, and it just reminds me of like Disney movies. And there was a film, I think it's called She's the Man, and it was that girl that used to be on Nickelodeon and had like a breakdown. Amanda Byrne or something like that. Anyway, she was in this film called She's the Man, and her brother was called Sebastian, and he was quite hot. And yeah, I just really like that name, but it's just never really gonna go with my family's name. Number 12, I'm actually gonna skip because it's what is your most hated baby names. I just think that's a bit weird. I'm not gonna talk about names that I hate. Not that I really hate any particular names, but yeah, I'm just gonna skip that one. Number 13 is choose a baby name based on a food or drink. And again, I'm gonna go with Olive because I love olives and I really like the name Olive. And then also I love the name Brie. I know somebody called Brie from college days, and I still follow her on Instagram, and I just think it's a really beautiful name, and I think that she is beautiful as well, and I think that it's just a beautiful name for like a beautiful person. I think Brie's lovely. Number 14, choose a baby name based on a month. I don't really like a lot of month names. My friend's little girl is called April. I think that's really nice, but other than that, I don't really like a lot of them. I guess if I had to choose another month, it would be like October or something. I guess like having the name October would be quite cool. So the next one is choose a baby name from a movie, and I've decided to go full out Disney on this one, and I'm choosing the name Ariel or Ariel. I like to say it Ariel, like in the film. But yeah, I just think that is such a nice name, and obviously it just makes me think of mermaids. And the last question is choose your favourite names that are already in your family. So I'm going to choose my gorgeous little niece's names, and that is Lily and Isabel. I think they are really lovely names, and if my sister hadn't have taken them first and I'd had girls, I definitely would have called my children Lily and Isabel. So thanks so much, Katie, for tagging me in this video. I really enjoyed doing this one. I quite like doing these baby name videos. I didn't realise how enjoyable they kind of are. So I'm going to tag a few lovely ladies. I'll pop them in the description bar below. I tag Sophie, Giovanna, Hannah, who else have I written here? Fritha and Lucy Carter. So I will pop you all below and hope to see your baby name tags soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'd love to hear what your favourite names are or any of the answers to any of these questions. So do pop a comment in the comments box below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!